Because the king did not provide enough ships in time, all the black Jews who were left behind were deprived of their freedom and sold into slavery. This was the Renaissance. This was around, I'm sorry,
1492.
1482.
Oh, 1482.
That was around the time when slavery started to begin, right?
1515.
But this is when the time when they started to rule.
1600s was really 1515.
Right. They were sold into Europe, into slavery, right? So it says.
So the first slave was Spain.
The first slave came from Spain. Why? Because they were Jews. Now check it. During the reign of King Jael, or King John II, 700 black Jew Hebrew children were ruthlessly taken away from their parents in Portugal and transported to the island of St. Thome off the west coast of Africa. That's why you got these pictures with the black faces. Because we ruled them. They put us in slavery and they sent us to West Africa, and then the Arabs and the Africans that were there enslaved us. That came from, and we came from every part of the world. Some of us came from Europe, and they sent us to West Africa. Some of us were already in West Africa, and then they put us over here. So you got to understand the history, man. Now read that real quick, Job 9 and 24.
Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Right.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
Who are the judges of the earth? The so-called Negro, Native American, Spanish were the kings of the earth. They covered the judges. Man, they did what? When they came into power, the only way you could put people in slavery is to do what? Somebody give me Maccabees where they painted over the images. You gotta put up your image. Look, this is God. So everybody gonna bow down to this because they see that you taking the world over, and they start to paint everything white. Oh, check it. Just in case you think I'm lying, check this out. See this guy? This is a white guy of Middle Eastern descent. See that man right there? Is that a white man?
Nah.
What is he doing? What is he doing? He's painting over the images. You see that? Show it on the camera so they can see. See that? He has a paintbrush painting over the images. He's going to paint that one white next. So they got caught red-handed. This is what they did to us, man. So now we don't know who the hell we are. You see what I'm saying?
And it tells you here in 1 Maccabees chapter 3 verse 47 that verse 47, Salakia. Then they fasted that day and put on sackcloth and cast ashes upon their heads and rent their cloths.
Right. That's because they was what? They was mourning, basically. they were mourning, they were in sorrow. Go ahead.
And laid open the book of the law.
This is back before we used to have pictures and everything in our book. Go ahead.
Wherein ye heathen have sought to paint the likeness of their images.
Read that one more time.
I don't even think this is the book of the law.
It is.
I think the book of the law is the Torah, the first 5 books. That's the
the book of the law is in here.
That's in here. Like going into the New Testament.
The book of the law, you're right. The book of the law is the Old Testament.
Yeah,
but the law is in.
Yeah. Okay.
But it said they did what?
Read it again.
Okay. And laid open the book of the law.
Right. Wait. You ever seen it? Because I used to be into African stuff. I used to research all East Africa. You ever seen the Ethiopian Bible?
Ethiopian? Nah.
They got pictures in it of black people. They got Jesus with an afro and everything. Because in the ancient days, we used to draw images in the Bible too. So go ahead.
Wherein ye heathen have sought to paint the likeness of their images.
So whenever you conquer somebody, you would take their images and paint over it your image. That's what happened to us.
I'm your king. I am your new God now. Basically, that's what they did when they painted up Caesarea Borgia.
Let me clear something up for you. This is not
right.
Exactly.
Right. The Catholic domes are originally like Islamic domes. They just too lazy to take the domes off.
they took over the Moors. But they tell you the Moors is what? No, I'm saying if you go to college. No, if you go to college.
Said, what would they tell you the Moors are?
Yeah, what they gonna say?
Arabs.
They gonna say Arabs, right?
They gonna say Arabs, but they were like African.
They were black. Actually, there were Jews that converted to Islam. No black like man. But see, the white man is going to tell you that they were white. Because like the scripture said, he covered up the image of the judges. He totally whitewashed everything. And the term is called iconoclasm, when you paint over the image.
Matter of fact, they've done that even in movies that you see today. Matter of fact, a perfectly good one. You've ever seen the movie Gladiator with Russell Crowe? Okay, where they show how this man fought in the gladiator arenas. Our people fought in those gladiator arenas. That was an actual person named Septimius Severus. Not no damn Maximus Severius or whatever the hell he was.
Septimius Severus was from North Africa.
That was the actual character that he so-called played.
What did it look like?
What do that look like to you?
Horizontal black dude.
But they say he's white. Yeah. But this guy was a black guy. And you know what? He ruled Rome.
Yep.
After he took down the Caesar, yeah?
He ruled Rome, man. So we were all up in Europe. And we were everywhere. And they kicked us out of Europe. And they put some of us in West Africa. Some of us were in Europe, and they sent us to America to be slaves.
So these are curses that were laid upon us.
Can I read one more thing out? Then we bring out some scriptures. All right, this is the book, Nature Knows No Color Line. See, these ain't the book. These are the books they're not going to show you. It's page 123. It says, an interesting graduation of all of all shades down to the black is exhibited by the Jews. It says down to the black, right? Especially dark with the Jews of Spain. Now remember I said what? King John II did what? He kicked the Jews out of Spain to where? West Africa, right? So this is a historical guide telling you that the Jews in Spain were black. It said the Portuguese Jews were very dark, says Pritchard. The Duchess of Diabrantes, wife of Napoleon's ambassador to Portugal, a white woman, said that the Jews, the Negro, and the Portuguese could be seen in a single person. What does that mean? The Jews,
they looked alike.
They were the same people. You're right, they looked alike, but they were the same people. You see what I'm saying? You get it? Right? So it says, so dark were the Jews, so dark were the Jews, especially of Portugal and southern Spain, that many whites thought all Jews were black. So the Jews were black. We lost our heritage during the slave trade. You remember that movie remember Roots, right? What's your name? Kunti. Kunti Kinte. Wow. The name told. That's what they did to us. They beat it out of us, man. So now we walk around, we call us like the white guy, because I peeped what the white guy was telling you. We said, no, dude, you're black. That's a race. Black is a color. It's not a race.
I feel what he's saying. He was being more just technical, like.
But that's not technical.
2011. But he's saying more like, okay, well, we live in America, so
give me number
technically we Americans, and I was telling them that we add African Americans because we're not originally from America. You know, we live from Americans. It's like a cultural thing. Because from what I was taught, like our ancestors are from Africa.
This Jeremiah 14:2. It says, Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish.
Judah, which are the Negroes.
It says, they are black unto the ground.
They're black to the ground.
And the cry of Jerusalem is going up.
Because they're the color of the earth.
And like you said, he was talking like technical, like, okay, we lived through it and this and that. I always ask people this, okay, say you were such like a guy like Septimius Severus. Or say you were like a black conqueror back in the days, in the ancient days, okay? Say you conquered the whole country. Okay, you looking just like you look now, okay? Let's say these days right now, they said, what's your name if you don't mind telling me? Malcolm. They say Malcolm such and such, the conqueror of East Africa, was a white guy, and they got a picture of you looking like this, how would you feel?
Yeah, I'd be mad.
Exactly. Well, why? Why would you?